So I've got another piece of wood here. I'm just going to clean it up and see what I can do with it. I'm just going to go and shut the window, but I don't want all my sawdust going inside. Okay, so now I've got that all cleared up. I know nothing is going to break off. That's quite a hard bit of wood. What do I do with it? Oh. And now I've cleaned it all off. It's quite interesting. What do I do with it? I mean, it's kind of screaming to be a whimsical house, but oh, I don't know. I kind of want to do a wood spirit. In here. This was really, really hard. Yeah, I'm going to try and do a wood spirit here. Should I do it on the corner so his nose sticks right out? Or should I do it further up here? Let's just see what happens when I try and do this, because I've got a feeling this might be too hard. Right. Let's have a go.
So I'm using the Cut Saw Extreme flame burr, and yes, the wood was hard. I'm cutting across now for the eyes where I've decided to put it in. Now where am I going? Yep, I thought so. See how towards the bottom the wood is sticking out? That's what I decided. That was my decider. That was his nose. This wood was it's Jarrah, but it's absolutely beautiful. The grain that runs through it it's just, I'm going to say absolutely again, absolutely beautiful. And as I'm carving it, it's making it shiny. I've never quite seen any piece of wood like it. Although I'm pushing hard, I'm being very careful, because if that point of the nose comes off, I've kind of ruined what I was going to do. Although it's never too late to change your mind. So I'm shaping the top of the nose, just putting in the bridge, bringing it backwards towards the eyes. I had a lot of fun carving this piece. Carving around where the cheeks would go. Yeah, see that piece of wood, I was pointing out that it was loose. I knew it was going to come off, so no big deal. I have got to do some practice on eyes. I seriously have. I was going to leave these eyes shut, believe I changed my mind later on in the video. I'm pulling down the side of the nose rather than cutting deep into the side of the face. I'm trying to bring the nose down like you would do when you're doing a drawing. Just going down the side, blending it in to the face. I've got my little Willow sat next to me. It's been super windy here this morning. Super windy. So the dogs were a bit unsettled, so I had to get up at 5:30. It's 12 degrees. I've got my winter dressing gown on. I have to undo the... That's a bit better. So you can see that the wood is quite hard. So I'm still carving and not much wood is flying off of there. Doing under the eye. Kind of looks like a king at the moment. Looks like he has a crown on. Popping in a mouth. Being very careful not to get my burr stuck inside that hole. I wasn't actually sure what the striped part of the wood was, because it's got like little tiny holes. I wasn't sure whether it was decay or whether it's the grain, but I really loved it. Yeah, with all this wind, it's blowing the dust up from the ground, and my sawdust, my poor little laptop, it's got a fine layer of dust on it. I'm going to have to blow it off with something. So now I've changed my burr look. I've changed it to the cut saw fine taper burr. That's to be a little bit more careful around that nose. I think that's why I changed it. I'm cutting in the top lip. And going around the mouth. The black dust that you can see coming off is, this piece of wood must have been burnt at some point, so the top and the bottom was all charcoal. Maybe that's why the wood's so super shiny, I don't know, but literally it, as I'm carving it, it is shining. So I'm still working on that top lip. I do like the fine burrs, I have to admit. They're very good for putting details in. I'm putting in a nostril flare there. Kind of got a witch's nose. Taking the bridge down a bit more. And taking the side of the nose down. doing the eyelids, or I think that's what I'm doing. So I'm popping in the sleepy eyes, but I think I changed my mind. I think what I'm going to have to do is I think I need to get myself some wood, and on that piece of wood is just carve lots and lots of eyes, shut, open, squinting, just to perfect how to do an eye. Obviously it also depends on the hardness of your wood, because if your wood is really hard, it's sometimes quite difficult to get your burr to go across it smoothly. It sort of kind of jumps. Or if you've got wood that's super soft, you're going over, maybe it's because I'm not skilled enough, I don't know, but as you're running over the wood, all of a sudden it's gone in too far, so it's ruined the shape what you're trying to do. So yeah, I just need practice on eyes. Now I'm putting in the forehead. So I've done the little space between the eyebrows. Oh, I'm working on the end of the nose now. He said I don't want it to come off, but I'm kind of very confident that it wasn't going to go anywhere because the piece was so hard. So I've changed my burr to the Chinese burrs. I've got like a pack of Chinese burrs. They're pretty good. That's all I used to start with before I got my Cutzel burrs. This one does really good cuts, nice and deep. So I'm sort of scarring up where he's under his eyes, like I suppose you'd want to call them. What should we call them? I don't want to call them bags. I've called them something before and I can't remember what I called them. They are character lines. Character lines. If you can hear crunching, I'm not sure how much sound is picked up with this, but both of my dogs are eating stone fruit stones that have fallen off the tree.
I'm not too sure how I'm going to hang him because he's quite hollow here. Because if I put a hole here at the back, I'll be able to hang him on something. Anyway, I'm really pleased with that.
Oh, sorry, I keep getting it out of focus. I mean out of shot. I do like this stripe here. It's actually quite smooth. I was going to sand it, but I'm going to give it a bit of a sand. I just don't want to go and lose the nose or anything.
Hey, this one I'm very excited about. He has come out, the patterns on this wood
and this is how he turned out. At this point I have only put on 1 coat of Danish oil. He was amazing. I loved every minute of making Mr. Big Nose Wood Spirit. I'll show you when I finally find his resting place. Where, oh where is Mr. Big Nose Wood Spirit? There he is.